House of Dragons.
Yes.
So me and you didn't get a chance to talk about the second episode.
No.
Which is fine.
Yep.
Man, I'm very disappointed in the show.
Okay, let's hear it. So, you know what? I thought of you a few times. Every time they brought up Succession and women in power, and every time they brought it up, I thought of you because I knew that you were having a problem with it. Even though I feel like these were real things and real conversations that were happening back in those times.
He's such a weak man. Like if because any other man would have just gave the throne to his son and just called it a day. All of this moping, getting drunk, out here.
I feel like wait. I'm sorry. You said any man would have done that. Would have just given the throne to his son. Is that
yes?
Listen.
You don't think so?
I feel like if you love your daughter and your daughter was your only child for 10 and 7 years, and like all you know, and you had a close relationship with your daughter, and your daughter is promised you tell your daughter that she's gonna have the throne. I feel like it's not super easy to just rip that away if you have a good relationship with your daughter. I would not think that you would I would not think that you loved me as a father if you just took the throne away from me just because you had a son. I would run away probably.
I mean, she's gonna do that anyway. But my thing is this: you are her father. You are also the king.
That's true.
Your kingdom matters. Mm-hmm. You know good and hell well, if you have that girl as your successor, the moment you die, is going to be mayhem amongst the Targaryens. They are not going to follow behind, especially because she's a brat. Like she's out. I know you do. She's out here just putting people's lives at risk, going into the forest out of nowhere. Almost got that poor boy killed by that hog or whatever.
How do you think she feels? She's being shunned by everyone who claim their fealty to her, and now nobody wants her to be queen.
They don't. But here's why I was really annoyed by this past episode of House of Dragons, right? So they've been building up this crab man for
yeah, they have. So
I mean, they gave him extra hype, just the random glimpses of the crosses that he's nailing people to while they got the crabs in their nose and out the eyes eating them. So I'm like, okay, we got a big boss villain here. Like, he's going to be kind of, the White Walkers,
yes,
of the Targaryens, and he get his ass kicked within like 15 minutes of the third episode of the premiere season. I feel bamboozled.
Well, okay. See, so I started reading Fire and Blood, which is the book that this show is based on. And from what I've gathered from reading it, I don't really know why in the show they decided to give as much time to the crab feeder as they did, because they mentioned him maybe for like 2 paragraphs in the book. And like, it was very inconsequential to the whole story. So like, I don't know why they chose to expand on that. Maybe it's because they're trying to like have substantial content, but like, I don't know. He wasn't important in the book.
Really. So basically saying the show made him seem bigger than he was in the book.
Yes, way bigger. For what reason? I don't know.
Yeah, because I mean, they had this guy like the end of like the first episode, and then the opening of the second one, and you like, okay, we get some with it, and then they showed him finally. I'm like, wow, he looks like a freak, the way he's looking, and it seemed like they made him important just so that Daemon could kill him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it was a plot device for Daemon, really,
and I don't like that.
To propel him to wherever he is. Yeah.
Yeah. My biggest problem with this show so far, and once again, you're reading the books, I'm not. I don't know if the books are this annoying as well, but I'm annoyed that they seem to be doing things that it's only so that the plot can move forward. And I can't see this happening. I cannot see this king being this much of a bitch. I just don't see it.
What do you mean? Wait, first of all, you can't really say that. Did you watch all of Game of Thrones, right?
Yeah.
Who was the worst king, Viserys or Tommen? Do you remember Tommen?
The little boy that was with Marjorie?
Yes.
And who was the other one?
Joffrey.
Well, Joffrey was a horrible person.
Well, Joffrey was hard, but I'm talking about Tommen though. Joffrey was.
Oh, Tommen was super weak.
Yes.
He was also, he was also a boy.
That's true. He was.
We were looking at a grown man who was just moping with his little playthings that he's building around. He's just weak.
He's moping because his wife died, and he has to choose between his two children to lead.
I don't know, man. Look, I'm not leaving the show because I'm excited. Like, I'm excited for episode 4.
I love the show. I love it
because you love all of these bullshit themes.
How is it bullshit? This is what was happening in the day.
Shannon, all the men in this show,
they didn't let women do anything.
I almost said something.
Try it. Stop it.
What would you do? What purpose did y'all serve?
Okay, let's continue.
I'm saying back then.
No. I don't even want to get to continue. I don't even want to continue it.
All I'm saying is I'm gonna watch the show because I'm invested. My thing is this. I just really wished. So I'm rooting for her to die. I hope it is a tragic death. I can't stand that little girl. The friend is growing on me.
Alicent?
Yeah, Alicent.
I was disappointed when we got a 3-year time skip. I wanted to see the immediate fallout from her finding out that her best friend was marrying her father.
That's another thing. Are these time skips like this in the book?
Yes, they are. Because
really?
Yes, because really.
Damn,
so the show is about, well, because the book is not really like a story. It's more like a historical text, really, that you're supposed to be reading as if you know what I mean. But so what the show is about, it's about the Dance of the Dragons, which is like basically a civil war that breaks out in the family.
Mm-hmm.
This is not really even it. That doesn't happen until Rhaenyra is like 40 years old. So we're really like years and years away from when that actually happened.
God.
Yeah. So this is showing like all the build up to that. So,
but I feel like if you're going to use the book as source material, because maybe the time skips come across better in the books. Because I'm with you, I'm watching the show and I'm like, I would have loved to have seen like what was the conversation after that with both of them. Like, did what's her name? Alicent, yeah. Did she know before that meeting that he was going to pick her?
Oh, I don't know. I'm assuming so.
You see what I'm saying? And if not, what was that conversation like? She seems to have developed actual feelings for him now. Mm-hmm. How did that happen? So the time skips are, but it's not enough to ruin the show for me.
No, I love the show, but you know that I think in another 2 episodes that they're going to be different actors playing Alicent.
Yeah, because it's like a huge time skip, right?
Yeah, it's like 10 or 20 years, something like that. It's a huge time skip into like adulthood. Yeah.
Well, Jen, I just hope that she dies. If that one wish, it'll be for her to die. I like Daemon. I like Alicent. I even like the black dude. And
Corlys.
Yeah, his hair didn't annoy me as much this episode. I think it's because he had the helmet on the entire time.
Yeah.
So they should keep up with that. But yeah, I don't know, man. I just wish the men in the show weren't so like none of them are cool.
You don't think Daemon's cool?
Nah, I think Daemon is like he's acting out for what? Like you out there, you're doing weird stuff, you're taking over. I
wonder if he has grayscale now. I don't think he has grayscale, but like he definitely like touched the crab feeder and was covered in his blood. So it's like it's kind of worrisome.
Finish the book?
No, not yet. I didn't. I'm like in the first 50-ish pages, something like that. 60 pages. But there's like 500 pages in the book. So.
I was about to say that doesn't sound too far. I was like that's a bit of what. So look, I'm gonna keep watching it. It was just the King's weakness bothers me a lot, and his indecisiveness, and the fact that he can be pushed by like any. It seems like he's a pushover. Where
it does seem like that he is.
anyone can kind of get in his ear and tell him certain things, and he'll do that.
I mean, would you rather that, or would you have somebody burning everybody alive for fun?
Is he cool?
Crazy.
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
no,
because this is just sad, and he's so fragile. Every time he takes his clothes off, you can see his hands are getting worse. It's like more of his fingers look like they're like dead sausages.
Yeah, what's going on with him? He's like rotting. It's weird.
I mean, yeah. At some point, his entire hand is going to come off. You would imagine, right?
Yeah.
You would just cut the hand off instead of waiting for it to spread.
Yeah.
But who knows what it is? Like, I don't know if it's grayscale. I don't know what's going on with him.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming the next episodes we will see Alicent give birth to the second son. I'm assuming it's going to be a boy.
I don't know that. I'm gonna assume so too, though.
Yeah, I'll be shocked if it's a girl. I'm sure it's gonna be a boy. Yeah, and I'm sure he's probably not going to relinquish the throne to anyone but his daughter.
I feel like he's not either. I don't think that he has the will to do it, really.
And so he will have damned his own clan. It's just his fault.
No, I don't think that he would have damned his own clan just because she's a woman that's going to be in power. I don't think so.
But, yeah, if no one's going to accept her and you keep her as your next in line, whatever happens after that is your fault.
I mean, okay, yes.
Because you could have avoided this by simply naming your son, your firstborn son, as, hey, this is going to be my next in line.
Did you cringe when Otto suggested that he marry the baby off?
Yo, I was like, every now and then they'll say something that reminds you they are Targaryens. So I was like, what? Like, what, you just marry her off to he's like 2. Man, I wonder if the show's ever, because they keep alluding to it, but so far they haven't explicitly shown us like an incestual couple. Have you thinking about it?
Not yet. Although I think that the mom was Viserys' cousin. I think I read that.
That's not really incest though. That's like,
I mean, it is, but maybe it's further out of a degree. Not as
I'm talking about Jaime and Cersei.
Yeah, no, not yet.
Like, we don't have the. I'm assuming it would be Daemon and that girl.
What girl?
The main character.
Oh, Rhaenyra.
Yeah.
Act like you know her name.
I don't know. I don't know who she is, but
okay.
I'm assuming it's gonna be Daemon and Rhaenyra. They had that little moment with the necklace, so I'm assuming that that's like a prelude to something.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, I know I'm still gonna watch the show. I'm getting annoyed per episode, but and then there was a long battle scene for no reason. Like, that crab guy did not deserve the last, what was it, 15, 20 minutes?
Yeah, not at all. Well, maybe we'll see where, like we said, it's a plot device, really. So we'll see like what happens with Daemon, where it takes Daemon after this.
Yeah, I would rather that fight take place off screen or whatever.
Oh yeah, and he killed him off screen. We didn't even get to see it after all that.
No, we saw him going to the cave, and we saw him come out with that mutilated upper arm. And was that who was riding the dragon?
Oh, so I was confused about this too. I did a ton of research. I listened to a lot of podcasts. It's
I know it was one of the black dude's sons.
It's his son.
Which one?
He only has one son. He has one son. One was his brother. Like the other older guy with the dreads is his brother.
But his son,
the younger guy with
time skip.
Time skip. The younger, even though I think like in the first episode he looked too
young. He looked way young
for that to be like what he looks like 3 years later. But whatever.
That's how.
But that's his son though. Yeah.
Okay, I'm like, who was that? Because I was like, that little boy looked like a little boy. He's older than his sister, but he still looked young.
Yeah.
I'm like, this guy like a man. He had like muscles and Okay, so is he like his mom's Targaryen, right?
His mom is Targaryen, yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. He's riding the dragon. All right, so look, yeah, and I will stick with the show. In this anti-male messaging, I will still stick with the show.
You think that messaging is anti-male?
Absolutely.
Okay, how is that? when the whole time all they talk about is how a man should be in power? How do you think?
No, they don't. They talk about how men should not be in power.
The women do.
Yeah.
So can't you argue that it's anti-women rhetoric because everyone thinks a woman shouldn't be queen? I don't understand.
No, but that's normal. What I'm saying is
okay,
this.
Here we go.
No.
Okay.
What I'm saying is this. The show's messaging is saying that women should be in power. Right?
And you don't think women should be in power?
No one thinks that. And so we know it's true. I mean, your homegirl lost against Donald Trump.
Here's Jabai's misogyny just rearing its head right at the end. All right, I've had about all I can take of it.
I'm not even sure how this is not even misogynist. This is me stating a historical fact, right? Even though the show's not real, but you know what I'm saying is that like it's easy to want equality once we fixed everything. That's what I'm saying. It's like, yeah, men ran shit, and they did the hard stuff. Like you know, yeah. Why would I not want power if I'm the 1A that takes all the risk as well?
Jabaya. This whole other thing. I feel like we've been recording for like 2 hours already. Cut it right here.